Social Security and widows or widowers. All right, you get my friends, please, if you know somebody who's in their late 50s, early 60s, even mid 60s, and they're a widow or widower, and if that is you, understand the rules of Social Security. This is the third person I've had in at least a couple weeks now. I just got off the horn with him. Great guy out of Washington. Wife died. She was on Social Security. Wasn't getting much, 600 or 700 bucks a month. She took it at 62. All right. So let's just say $700 a month. This guy's going to turn 63 in a couple months. And he was saying, we're talking about when he should take Social Security at his full retirement age. When he retires, he can retire here shortly, or at 70. And most likely no benefit to wait till 70. But at the end of the day, we got to know the whole numbers that he can qualify for. He was married for over 30 years. He's over 60. He can qualify for his survivor benefit. So that $600 or $700 a month that his wife was getting is his for the taking. If he just goes down to Social Security and say, hey, I'm here to inquire about my survivor benefit. Now, what happened was he initially thought he could get his spousal benefit when his wife filed. He said, can I get a benefit off her record? They said, you'll get the most of your own or hers. That's a spousal benefit. I'm talking a survivor benefit. All right, I cannot stress this enough. He doesn't have to get a spousal benefit. She is since deceased. Her Social Security benefits are gone because she's dead. But there is a survivor benefit. He is eligible to get what she was making. And of course, he can then defer his own Social Security account until he's full retirement age or 70. She won. You got to understand this. So he had no clue. No one from Social Security contacted him. Nothing. Just like, bye, 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 bye. That's what Social Security, like, we don't know. You do. You knew. When she went to file, he even asked if he could get a benefit. They said, no, you'll get the bigger of yours or half of hers. And of course, half of hers was, $350. So he's not going to get it. That's the spousal benefit. Now, how much exactly will he get? I don't know. He's got to go down to Social Security and find out. So he's going to go down next week. He's going to let me know. This is pretty much a slam dunk. He calls it beer money. Well, beer money's beer money. It's better than drinking cheap wine. Get a couple packs of Sierra Nevada Porter. Oh, man. That's nothing wrong with that. On a side note, it's just again, once again, heart attack. It kills me. All the plans of retirement just gone because his wife had a sudden heart attack. It sucks, man. Heart disease ain't no joke. So all the plans that they had are gone because she died suddenly. And there's no one to blame. We've got to get a better gauge of heart attacks. I'm actually not convinced that heart attacks are what we think. I'm not, in terms of blocking of the arteries and stuff. So I'm listening to my man Tom Cowan. He says, it doesn't make sense that if you have 90 to 95% blockage of the arteries, you know what I'm saying? There's no blood getting through. So how are you not dead right now? And he says, and you start doing some research, you start saying a lot of people have heart attacks who have clean arteries, clear. They don't have stents, they don't have bypasses, but they still have heart attacks. A lot of people. Why? Doesn't make sense. A lot of people who die in their 30s, 40s, and 50s have blocked arteries too, but they don't die from heart attacks. They die from other things. They just happen to have blocked arteries. So if artery blockage isn't the cause of heart attacks, what exactly is? I think it's stress. And I'm not saying that's what caused her. I don't have any idea. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's stress, that your cells are just breaking down because the stress is killing them. And I'm not ignorant on this, but it's interesting to research. You're sitting there thinking, we know for a fact death of heart disease is killing the vast majority of Americans. Well, the vast majority is the number one cause of death, going back to forever, essentially. So how do we fix this? And whatever we've been doing up to this point hasn't worked because it's still the number one cause of death. So maybe we're looking on the wrong rock. Could you think about that for a second? Maybe the idea of stents and bypass, maybe that's, it's great. It'll relieve some of the stress and, relieve some, make it feel better. But maybe that's not what's causing your death from heart attack anyway. And if so, then what is the cause? More to come, because I think it's a big deal. And I think it's stress. I truly do. Look, I'm not saying if you don't have stress, you won't have a heart attack. I'm just saying this is something to think about big time, because what can you remove from your life? Not eggs. We know not cholesterol that's causing a heart attack. And if everyone's focused on that, and yet you're still grinding it out, driving 5 hours a freaking day, whatever the hell, I don't. You can be on the lowest fat diet with no carb, with no, with all highest carbs, lowest fat, margarine, all that crap, skim milk, miserable in your food, miserable in your work, and yet you're going to die of a heart attack because of stress. Anyway, something to think about. So, just going back to being a widow, understand the rules, please. Social Security won't help you.